Hello, everyone. I hope all is well. My name is Sukhum HING, and welcome to another live stream episode of The Sukhum Show. Apologies for the tardiness. I was enjoying some good company, and time felt like it just went by, and I realized, oh my goodness, I only have a few more minutes to get ready for the show. So apologies today for that one, and thank you for tuning in. So today, I mentioned earlier yesterday actually to talk about team builders. And I bring this up because I just had a few team builders in the last couple days and what it meant. So a lot of times when we do team builders, we bring up the notion of like we just want to take a break from work, we want to have fun, we want to find ways to connect with the team. And actually, all those are great reasons. Another point of doing team builders, too, is also the point of team builder is to build the team and to really solidify that. And it also addresses a few other issues because team builders are used sometimes when there's been a disconnect within the team, whether communication wasn't had, whether the vibe of the team or something tragic happened or something major. There was an elephant in the room, so to speak. But something happened and the team is in disarray and something's going on. It's not the way it used to be, or it's not the way it's supposed to be or should have been in terms of this doesn't define a team. And so hence we do team builders to reconcile that, to really take a step in working towards what the ideal team is, what a better perspective of a team should be. And it's not ideally to solve every single problem or issue, it's to bring light to some of the issues and create space for others to be open and connect. And nothing does that better than just being fun and being open with people. And that's why I love team building. And I think team building is such a huge thing. I do a lot of team builders actually. Now that I think about it, besides telling stories at work, a lot of people recognize me for team building. And Mafia is one of the things that I like to share with people. And it's a card game where I pass out playing cards to people, and every single card has a certain character. And there are pretty much killers and innocent civilians. Just to summarize in an easy manner, killers was kill off the civilians, and civilians just find out who the killers are and vote them off with the town. So it creates a dialogue and a conversation with people, and they were able to take something away and have some fun with it too. So I've done this game a number of times, and we've always had a great response from it, and it's pretty fun. It's just the problem with it has been the timing. And the timing can extend a little longer. So I'm working on ways on how to make that game a lot faster, where it's like either 10 to 15 minutes and bam, we got that. So more to come on that one too. And maybe we'll play that somehow online. Don't know how, but we'll figure it out as well too. Alrighty, but team builder, definitely a great thing for us to take away and build that up to. Because I went to a team and I did this, right? And I did this team builder. I asked them first, what's the intention of team builder? I gave the same explanation, the same reasoning behind it. And then they played the game. And then I asked them at the very end of that, hey, what do you guys took away from this? And they talked about communication. There was people in the group that never spoke up in team meetings, and they did. It brought out trust. Like they didn't know who to trust. And there were certain people they trusted a lot. It brought out, I think it was, what was the other one? I just lost it. But those are two main ones that they definitely brought out. And they brought out fun as well, too. They definitely enjoyed the game. They want to do it again. And they just had a lot of fun doing that, too. So some great points from them. And the message that I wanted to share with them was that when there's been a disconnect with the whole team, and for this specific conversation, it was mainly that feedback was a hard thing for the team to grasp, where they had a hard time telling people like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, or hey, if you're not aware, this is not the way you do it. And they had hard times having conversation, and things that came up for them, they weren't able to share that. And the reality was that there has been such an inconsistency in the past regarding how people were communicating, in the sense of people wouldn't hold one another accountable when it happened, but rather when it happened multiple times, then they finally told him. But by that time, they were already frustrated and like upset with that person for doing it for so long. And the reality is, it's a self check. Most people in that situation are more than likely frustrated at themselves for not giving that feedback directly. So they felt like because it happened so much, they made it okay. So who are they to now finally say something? It got to the point where like they boiled up and now they're blowing up. 9 out of 10 times they didn't come out right. They just blew up on people. So what we did was we acknowledged that. Hey, there has been some inconsistency in terms of all of us giving feedback, and I included as a leader within the building, maybe not their team, but in a building, I needed to take some accountability as well too. I have seen things where either people are off task or people that needed just to be reminded of things, and because they weren't part of my team, I didn't pay a lot of focus and attention to them. But that's not the way as a leader I should be showing up. And so I just recommitted, for myself that I'm going to be doing that moving forward. And a lot of them acknowledge that as well. And they're like, yeah, you're right. We can all take a step in this direction. So we acknowledge that and we all own that. So then the next portion of it was more like, it was such a great feeling to decide that like, hey, tomorrow, let's all make tomorrow day one again. Day one that no matter what happened in the past, let's have that conversation on we can give feedback when things come up. We can have open communication and we can do this. So what end up happening is there was this space for possibility, like anything's possible now. And then people from that fun team builder, the energy was there, the vibe was there, and they're willing to carry that on to the next day and really commit to being a team. And that was really amazing to see. So I share that with you guys because like that is so true. I've seen it happen with that team. I've seen it happen with my team, and it's just been a really amazing experience. And the next day, which is today, I follow up with them and I asked them, like individually, all of them, one by one, what did they took away from that team builder, and one thing that they want to apply to the team. It was amazing. Some of the things, like I think the top 3 response I got were definitely communication. I want to be open with my communication. I want to share more and just reach out more and be open more. The other one was giving feedback in the moment. I don't want to let it build up until the next time. I'm going to practice giving feedback in the moment or like in the same day. The other one was patience. Like, hey, I need to practice some patience. I can't get frustrated easily. I need to make sure that people have space to talk it out or let me at least hear them all the way through. I think one of them shared a great quote with me. It's like, when you're talking, you're just repeating something you already know. But when you're listening, you might learn something new. Quote of the day. I didn't even get to share a quote, but there you go. That's a quote for you. And T, that was for you. If you're watching this, that quote is from you. So credit to you. And this is amazing, like what they got from it. I even gave them all individual feedback on what some things that, hey, I want to see this from you. You can definitely be a leader in that. You can definitely step up and own that, right? Don't wait for someone else to tell you what to do. You have that power and that knowledge and that experience that you can show up and be you. And that was huge. And I spoke to the leader of the team. I gave her some feedback as well too on how she can show up consistently, because the team can only be as strong as the pillar of the leader, the pillar of the team, and that's huge. That's super amazing. Like she loved it and she really wanted to keep working on that too. So thank you for listening to that. I was just sharing really about just the whole team builder experience on what we can do in setting team builders. And then I think the last message I want to share with you guys from this, right, is that not every time do we have to relay a message directly about the issues that come up. There are ways that we can share stories, we can share by doing team builders to raise the morale and then create space for what is bothering the team and allowing them to recognize it for themselves. Because the change from that will have a greater impact than us trying to be direct and just telling people that, hey, go ahead and do this too. And don't get me wrong, there needs to be that as well too. There needs to be a time where like, hey, we tried this, we tried that. And what we're seeing now, it's not about that people aren't recognizing, it's people are choosing not to. And people decide that this is not for them and they don't want to, and their morale and their energy is what's draining people. That is a different conversation. Now, if you went and did your part and you are really pushing yourself and you still, it's not getting that, totally different conversation when you're looking at that too. So is there more digging into? Probably, but it's leading more towards a different conversation. If you're not willing to change, you can't change people. You just can't. You just got to recognize that. You can't change people. And people need to recognize that too, you know? So what I will say, I think like the quote I said yesterday, if you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your mindset. Then things will change. So super huge. I just wanted to share that with everyone. I took a lot from that today, and that's a great lesson that I shared with too. Okay, and last of all, from all this, Friday recap, what I'll be doing then too is the second portion of this video that I want to chat about was about reflecting. So as each week goes by, each month goes by, we should always take a look at what we've been doing. And it could be an audit of your days. It could be an audit of the tasks and things you're doing, just to see as a reflection, the analytics of just the things you've been putting in. Like if you've been working on your YouTube channel, if you've been working on social media, your business, your practice, like where does the time go? Like, do we often spend enough time to reflect on the things that we've been doing? I don't know. You know, like I just started this last week where I didn't realize it. It's been a habit, at least, because I've been doing it for the last 2-3 months. And it's not until the last month really that I started literally documenting my days, like from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. Like I have a schedule list by the hour of what I do. And I don't always complete everything on the list, but I have a rough idea of everything that I need to do. And I've been reflecting on this and looking at where's my time going? Am I able to get done the priorities that I said I was going to do? Or am I filling up my days with other things that's coming up? So it's good reflection and it's a good way to discipline yourself. So going into the next week, the next month, you get to prioritize and focus on what you need to do. And I'm so excited for next month discipline challenge. Actually, I'm not excited to take cold showers, but I'm excited to see the outcome behind it. Super crazy on that too. I don't know what to say about that, but I'll go do it. I'll do it. I'm ready to do it. So thank you for tuning in on that. I appreciate that. So that's the two things I talked about in terms of team builders, what it is, and what space that it can create afterwards. And then also speaking to your agendas. What are you doing? How are you prioritizing? How are you auditing? How are you getting better? How are you putting more work in? If you're complaining that you don't have enough time or you don't have mainly just not enough time, then you've got to audit yourself, like, and look at it. Because if it's something you really want, you'll make the time for it. Challenges are a great way as an example, because you might not feel like you have time to do a 30-day challenge, and next thing you know, you're doing them. Like, speaking of my #Omatum, like, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be on a mile today. I actually did some picking and some letdowns and fill acts of some tasks in my workplace where I'm going up and down aisles, and there was like 21 aisles, and I was busting my butt going through them, and then I was filling boxes into the aisles, and I was going up and down the aisles. Like, I spent a solid hour. Yeah, a solid hour doing that, and I was like, my whole shirt was drenched. So that's my #Omatum today. I got my workout in. My whole shirt was drenched. Even when I run a mile, I don't get that much drenched. But that was my #Omatum for today. I'll be doing. It's fine. I needed to. I guess if that's my way of relaxing, it didn't feel like I was relaxing. But tomorrow I'm doing a 5K run, so 3.2 miles. Whew, I feel like I need to take a Sunday off, but no. I'm committing to every day, so some kind of sweat every single day. So that's where I'll be doing that too. I'm just wondering what kind of weather it's going to be, because I kind of want to bring my son and do some running with the stroller. And I'm sure he's going to have a good time with that too. Cool. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. Leave a comment section below. Team builders, is that something you get to do a lot with your team? If you want to pick, I'd like to pick your brain on like what team builders you like to do best, because I'm always trying to create like a huge pool of team builder idea. Like that's just me. I just like team builder. I think that's a great way for people to connect. So put in the comments below any kind of team builders that you guys like to do. If you guys want to know more about that Mafia game, highly recommend it. Groups of 8+ people. You'll have a blast. Enjoy it on that too. All right. Thank you for watching. Remember, tomorrow's the weekend, and I am not live streaming on the weekend. It's just Monday through Friday. That's the schedule I'm keeping to for now. And I'm getting to play and connect with a couple other things too. But for now, that's what I'm sticking with. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time, you guys take it easy. This is Sukhum Hing signing off of the Sukhum Show. Till next time, take care. Da-da-da. One.